Hi, it's Helen. I'm so honored to be sitting here with Andrew Marquis in Cross Country Mortgage, top 9 originator in United States 2024. Many friends may recognize you, but could you please tell more about yourself, your background, and everything you do in your career? Any special story will be appreciated.
Yes. So thanks for having me, Helen. I'm Andrew Marquis at Cross Country Mortgage. Cross Country is the #1 retail lender in the United States for 2024. And my team and I feel really fortunate to be the #1 team in the US at Cross Country in closed volume this year. But my career starts in the industry about 21, almost 22 years back now. So I went to UMass Amherst, which is a local college in Massachusetts. I grew up in Massachusetts, just north of Boston a little bit. I haven't ventured that far in my career, but I studied in college and I actually started out in computer science. I thought that was going to be a good career for me. I was always really good with math. That was my skill. And so halfway through college, I did transition to the School of Management to study investments and finance, and I really excelled there. So, coming out of college, I was looking at some different options, Helen, like investment banking, maybe go to like New York City, something like that. And at the time, the mortgage industry was pretty hot. This was like 2002, 2003. And a friend of mine recommended that I try originating mortgage loans. So I was sort of like thrown into it, not a lot of training and stuff, but I very quickly learned over the course of 6 months. It was sort of a sink or swim, right? And I was able to swim. And, here we are almost 22 years later, but, I owe a lot to my family for my upbringing. I had a really great local upbringing here. They're very supportive of me going through college and starting this career. And I have a great local family now. I have 2 children. They're 10 and 12 years old. I have my wife who's, I'm fortunate that she puts up because we work long hours, weekends, nights, and she allows me to do this and be successful. So I owe a lot of thanks to her as well. But anyway, so we've been doing this about 22 years and we've slowly built the team. We have a pretty small team, a tight-knit team, sales team. But we work very well as a unit. A lot of us have been together for 8 to 10 years. And so we really know how each other work. We complement each other's skills. We have great communication, which is so important when it comes to serving our referral partners, our clients, that we have that cohesive, great communication, great process. So, yeah.
That is so great.
Yeah.
Could you tell more about our team? I know we are small, but we close many loans every year.
Yep.
And you guys have worked together for many years, right?
Yeah. So we have a team that, about half a dozen of us have worked together for about 8 to 10 years now, and we have a really strong, framework of this team. Not only the sales side where we deal with the clients and the customers, but the processing support, to actually fulfill those transactions that we bring. So it's a great team. We're not huge, but we continue to improve every year, and so I think when the 2024 numbers come out, they'll look pretty impressive against the competition out there. But again, we want to treat every client and every loan like it's our own family. It's very, very important, whether it's a $3 million loan or a $200,000 loan, it's very important. So,
that's great.
Yeah.
And as I know, do you introduce the Friends of Boston's homeless? Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So we, going into the pandemic, it was a very challenging time throughout the world, right? It wasn't just in the United States. It was a very tough time with COVID-19 and the pandemic. And so a lot of industries, in fact, it shook up the economy, right? And so we had a lot of industries have a tough time. Retail stores, restaurants, they had to really struggle through it. We on the mortgage banking side sort of benefited from it because the interest rates went very low. So you had a big activity of refinancing, of people buying and selling homes. So we were blessed to have that, and we could work from home, right? Our job can be remote work. So in doing that, we felt because we were blessed, we really had to give back to the community. So the team and I, we evaluated a lot of different charitable organizations, Helen, to figure out where could we best, give some money back, right? And we felt that the Friends of Boston Homeless, those without a home in Boston, it was a housing industry. It was right in our area of expertise. And we felt like if we donated a portion of every closed transaction towards this organization, we could really change a lot of lives, right? And so coming out of the pandemic, it's crazy how the numbers tallied up, but we had given over $100,000 to this organization to help people get in housing, get a good meal, get back on their feet, start to apply for jobs. You know, we're really changing people's lives, Helen, and that's, I mean, we're all on this earth just once. It's really the most important thing, right?
Yeah, that is very great.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Could you share about your plan in the future?
Yeah. So when I think future, you know, I think of like where the market's headed, like where our team might be headed. And I think after the pandemic, we've had a really challenging time in real estate because interest rates have gone up a lot to slow down inflation. So I think, I do think rates will slowly start to come down. I think more people are going to buy and sell. Some of these people that purchased at 6, 7, and 8% might be refinancing. So I think as difficult as a time that we've had, I think we're going to see a very busy time moving forward. And so I think building out the team, building out the proper infrastructure, you know, I like to give back to my employees as well. And so like where I've done this for 21, 22 years, had a great deal of success in it, I'd like to help mentor those loan officers to grow their business, right? And capitalize on this business as we move forward. So it should be interesting, but I think it'll be very good moving forward. So
good,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you for watching. I'm Helen, your money girl.